The beginning of the use of fluorine is due to its use for uranium purification in the 1940s. Toxic fluorides have begun to accumulate in large quantities during the provision of atomic bomb production within the framework of the Manhattan Project. Few people know that fluorides are waste products in the production of metals. In the state of New Jersey, mountains of toxic fluorides have accumulated in landfills of the DuPont concern. They were washed off by rain and got into the ground. Immediately, all the vegetation and pets were withered and killed, and the residents sued DuPont. As always, a lot of money and politics are involved in this story. Between 1956 and 1968, more than 50% of all lawsuits were due to health damage caused by fluorine. There was definitely an urgent need to somehow defend against such a huge number of lawsuits, and it would be quite good to have a theory for this based on real studies and preaching that fluorides are beneficial for health. The DuPont Group, in cooperation with the government and the military complex of the USA and Canada, has instructed the lawyers and doctors to legalize fluoride for a medical application. The most influential and high-ranking doctors and researchers were put on the search for evidence of the usefulness of fluorine. Among them, for example, Edward Bernays, the nephew of Sigmund Freud, was a good psychologist. He successfully engaged in the popularization of fluoridation and the promotion of cigarettes. So, a fake was invented which says that fluoride strengthens teeth. The plan was to convince dentists of the usefulness of fluorine, and then the doctors themselves would sell the fluorine to their patients. The system is as old as the world. Repeatedly repeated lies, in the form of advertising, in the end are perceived by many people as true. For decades, the benefits of fluorine have been promoted among the population since kindergarten. Scientists who claimed that fluoride instead of benefit has a strong negative effect on the human body were dismissed, persecuted, ridiculed in the press. In the end, DuPont not only got rid of lawsuits, but also got the ideal opportunity to get rid of toxic waste by selling it for domestic consumption. Billions of people now drink with water and eat with toothpaste this sodium fluoride. Most of the information about the diseases to which fluorine leads has been published only in the last 10 years. Before, it was kept in the strictest secrecy. In the early 1980s, it was found that fluoride stimulates bone growth, but also causes bone deformities such as bone spurs, including heel spurs. Many studies have linked the growth of hip fractures to fluorine intake. USA Agana National Laboratory published a study in 1988 on the fact that fluorides convert normal cells into cancer cells. The scientific work of Dr. Dean Burke has shown that at least 10,000 cancer deaths per year in the USA are directly caused by fluoride.